Many Hat Yai locals are ethnic Chinese, and many tourists to Hat Yai are ethnic Chinese from Malaysia and Singapore. And as you might expect, the restaurants in Hat Yai cater to the majority of the people, and consequently there aren't that many Western food options. And one thing that I really enjoy occasionally is a kebab. And when I went to the sidewalk market in Hat Yai that runs once a month, there were 3 kebab stalls. And I mentioned to one of the guys, you know, it's great that you have the kebab stalls because you can't buy kebabs in Hat Yai. And he said, yes you can. There's a restaurant near Odeon shopping mall. And because I tend to stay away from places that have got lots of tourists, that also includes central Hat Yai. I don't come to this area very often, and I hadn't seen the restaurant he was referring to. But sure, it does exist. I've been there twice already, and today I thought I'd go back for a 3rd time and do a quick video. And the restaurant is called Sultan, and it sells Middle Eastern food. My buddy here, Johnny, who's in a similar position to me, married to a Thai girl with 2 children, is from Iraq, and he's a real connoisseur of Middle Eastern food. And he's been here as well. I think he's spoken to the owner, and I think he told me the owner was from Syria. And because he's such a connoisseur, it doesn't meet his very high standards, but he said it was okay, and I certainly think it's okay. So we're approaching the restaurant now. Here is Odeon shopping mall, and it's just on the corner opposite Odeon. Just coming into view now. Okay, Sultan Al Sham restaurant. There's no pork, of course, but there's chicken and lamb, and the menu's quite extensive. So mixed grills, tabbouleh, hummus, salads, soup, vegetables, tzatziki, chicken wings, chicken strips, more mixed grill, shawarma. They've got shawarma on a plate, and also shawarma in pita bread. Yeah, the menu looks really good. Oh, and they've got some Thai food if you're not keen on the Middle Eastern food. And here are the sandwiches, so the lamb or chicken in pita bread, and Middle Eastern breakfasts, all day breakfasts, and drinks. Yeah, very good menu. The restaurant has Middle Eastern decor, and there's Middle Eastern music playing, so you get a bit of a sense that you're not in Thailand. It's not quite the same as the restaurant I went to in Pattani, which is really decorated nicely, and you really do feel like you're in the Middle East, but it's not bad. I just had a word with the young lady here, the waitress, and she confirms that the owner is from Syria, so Johnny was right, and the chef apparently is from Egypt. And it should go without saying, but apart from there being no pork on the menu, there's no alcohol on the menu because it's a Muslim restaurant, but the drinks look really good. My food has just arrived. You don't get the meat in a pita bread, but you do get a pita bread. Big chunks of chicken, yellow rice, vegetables, tomatoes, pickles, onions, and 2 kinds of dip. Looks really good. That was really good. There's an old saying about variety being the spice of life, and it's very true. And one of the problems with Hat Yai is that there's very little variety when it comes to food. It's much better in places like Bangkok and Phuket and Pattaya, although I couldn't actually live in any of those places. But at least we've got one more option now, and that's something to be thankful for. The restaurant's open from 9 in the morning until midnight. I've been 3 times now, always at lunchtime, and it's very quiet. The waitress told me that it's a lot busier in the evenings, and sometimes it's quite busy in the mornings. But if you're in Hat Yai and looking for something a bit different, it's certainly worth a visit.